Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Obscure Skills Made Playable. Now, today we have Blade Flurry of Incision. This is literally currently the least played skill in the game. There's one guy and he has like 20k DPS or something like that. So there's literally no one playing this. And I can't blame them. I couldn't really make this as good as I wanted it to be. It is pretty tanky the way I cooked it, but damage is very lacking. And it's also clunky as well. So there's not a lot of upsides to this, albeit with the berserker impale it would probably be better. Of course, you would be not as tanky, but maybe at least the damage would be fine. Because as it is right now, it's pretty horrible. So I'll show you guys what I mean. I've tried 2 tier 17 so far, haven't been able to complete a single one. But let's try this one. This map doesn't have much. No offensive modifiers, and well, because I am crit immune, so the crit is fine. So this map has nothing. This is basically a free map. Alright, but we're gonna find out if it's free or not, because so far nothing has been free. There's a couple of things as well, like I need to stack up my brutal charges as well. I do have enduring composure, which I wanted to craft 2 of them, but I couldn't even craft 1. I gave up. Like, I'll show you what I mean, but this build's not great. As you can see, we're struggling against normal mobs. Granted, my gems aren't completely leveled, but I did try to buy at least the essential ones. I'll just place teleports all over because it's likely that I'm gonna just die from random mobs. Fizz mitigation is a little bit lacking, which is kind of bad because we are in Ziggurat. Wave clear is bad, even though I am using currently for the mapping. Oh my god, what the hell was that? For the mapping part, currently I am using melee splash, and it's still bad. Jesus, what is happening? Oh, it's a soul leader, okay. So, I mean, the defenses are fine, as you can see. Like, there's a soul leader guy just here trying to ruin my day, but cannot. Granted, I am not killing him either. Okay, he got me finally. Finally, he got enough stacks to kill me. So I'm just gonna run past this guy because it's gonna take forever. And also now I'm without my fortification charges. So yeah, let's run past this guy. Hopefully if we can. Don't think I can. Oh my god. This is horrible. He's still chasing. Okay. I think he's not here anymore. I'll place a TP here. So yeah, I mean, we're tanky, right? But so what? We're not tanky against chaos damage though. Chaos damage because of Doriani. Well, not Doriani. Corrupted Soul, I think. Because of Corrupted Soul, the chaos is as usual lacking. These guys are not dying either. And now I need brutal charges again. That's why I wanted 2 enduring composures, because with 1 I'm not sustaining them while channeling. Well, I mean, technically, if I am never releasing, I could be, but that's like releasing is literally half the damage as well. So there's so many downsides to this build that it's just not playable finally. But as I've said, with a berserker it's probably better. Where is he aiming? If you want, you can just stand there and, you know, charge up your brutal charges right before the boss. So let's see how this goes. I tried one Ziggurat, but it was pretty bad. Because she deals a lot of physical damage, right? And I'm just dealing 0 damage. This is probably the first build where I can tank. Although there's no damage mods, but kind of surprising that I can tank the projectiles. Well, I mean, this is not done yet. So far it's going well, right? But the guy with a lot of physical damage is very likely to kill us. So far it's been going well, but it's... I don't imagine it's gonna continue being this way. And they're also super slow, these guys. I'm gonna try walking through them, but I don't know. Finally, they got us. I think the goblins as well as the extra projectiles, because this is an extra projectile map, so she's shooting a little bit more. Oh. She finally got us, but as you can see, it's super slow. The build is super slow because we're yet again forced into relic cache to get damage. And physical defenses aren't great. Again. I need to get as many of them as possible. I don't have enough movement speed to walk through all of them, and I don't have Quicksilver. I could slot in Quicksilver, because I'm not really using the flasks, although I have them for... I have them for Corrupted Blood immunity as well as chill, but doesn't really matter. So as you can see, we're pretty tanky. I can just... In a normal tier 17, it doesn't affect tier 17, but there's no mods on here that do anything. Except the crit one, but I'm crit immune, so... No, not the children. Yeah, the lack of movement speed is kind of making this harder than it should be, because I'm tanking everything except the little goblins. There's so many of them. This guy is very likely to kill us, because of the million projectiles that he can shoot. This one. Oh, but I guess not. No, not the children. Oh, we got her. Well, this is the first tier 17 that I managed to clear. Honestly, it's not what I would generally consider to be an accurate representation of the build, because I rolled like the perfect tier 17 where there's nothing on it, right? But I guess we can go over it first. First, let's actually go through the over the passive tree. So you do need enduring focus. Ideally, you need two because I'm like I don't want to channel for 12 seconds straight, right, to gain the endurance charges. That's why I have enduring cry. I use it to get a couple of endurance charges, you know, like 3, 4, whatever. Against bosses, I think it's 4. No, against bosses it's 5, yeah. And then I use enduring focus to sustain the charges because I need to gain enduring charges for Arn because it's a lot of damage for me. You can also use Magnate if you get some more strength, but you know it's a little bit difficult. I'm pretty stat starved as is. But yeah, of course, 2 unwavering focuses are a must. Here I got a Megalomaniac. It was 1 divine. You're probably not gonna find this. You will most likely have to craft at least 1 channeling cluster yourself, which took me forever. I wasted 10 divines trying to craft it, and I still couldn't. Like I bought like 5 divines worth of exalts. I had to buy a couple of alterations as well, and surprisingly they're fairly expensive right now. And you know I got a bunch of annuls, and I just still couldn't because the enduring one is like 0.8%. It's pretty rare, and if you want to buy them, they're like 10 divines each, so like don't even bother. So I'm converting everything to elemental damage. Whichever you want to choose is fine. I just chose mostly to go for lightning. Well, not mostly, I guess. You know, I'm kind of hybrid. 30 from here, 40 from here, and the rest 30 is lightning. Initially, I was gonna do yoke, but Marilyn just turned out to be better, and I already had this one, so I figured, you know, might as well. We have rage, of course. We're getting some. I fixed my crit with here. Watcher's Eye. This was 1 divine only as well. Watcher's Eye with determination, and the rest I got from here. This is actually a fairly nice jewel socket, you know. Can grab this, and this one if you want to. I don't know. But yeah, fizz damage, and we are focusing a lot on life. The Glorious Vanity, so I managed to get +1 max cold res in here, but you don't have to. You can either spend 1 point or grab it from gloves, I think. Or, you know, grab cold here instead and get +1 on helmet. Oh, I forgot to do the implicits on these. Well, you know, find some good implicits, I guess. Whatever you want. Maybe determination effect could be good because physical is kind of the limiting factor as per usual. Our max hit is actually pretty nice because the way with petrified blood and corrupted soul, you want to have 40% more life than ES, and it's kind of that's the total amount that you have. So right now my total pool is around 6k. It's pretty nice, this deck. I don't really see a lot of people using this deck, but I really like it. When you're playing Inquisitor, you do this. Of course, you do end up being giga squishy to chaos damage, but other than chaos damage, you are, you know, you're golden. And with Prism Guardian, this was actually it's the second time I'm using Prism Guardian with this deck, and I really like it. I used this deck last league when I figured it out, and well, I was using Exsanguinate Mines back then, and I really like this deck, and now it's kind of a staple in my memory or something like that. I don't know. One thing that I reported to the GGG is that here there should be magmatic strikes, but I have it changed, right? But magmatic strikes, as you can see, it still activates for some reason. So I even reported this bug to GGG as well. You can, yeah, there we go. See, magmatic strikes comes up, extra damage. So this build is even more ZDPS than what you've seen already. Light Dominion with physical damage, 1 divine, so that's, we have a lot of nodes over here, so that's a lot, right? Here, we have quite a bit of crit multi from Marilyn, so figured just get some more crit chance, although I didn't check if the catalyst on here actually breaks my crit chance, because, you know, 48 less crit chance. Well, I guess this kind of compensates for it, right? This is a lot of crit chance, but still. Which is kind of the annoying part, because most of the damage is going to be from the release. And then if you release, you stop channeling, you lose infused channeling, which is a little bit of bonus damage. And then maybe if you started moving, right? So then you lose this as well. But yeah, accuracy is kind of fixed with precision primarily. I did grab this for good measure as well. Fortify, of course. 2 reservation masteries, both are real good, right? I think it makes sense to grab these. But yeah, also coming back to Glorious Vanity. So if you want, you can look for max life. You don't have to. I mean, this one's pretty good, right? Because I get leech, although I do already have leech from here. But you know, it's still an extra source of leech of sustain, right? So it's pretty nice. There's also energy shield if you can balance out the energy shield, so you can look for an energy shield node over here. And also this spot is real nice because these are both, you know, 1 point away, and you can have really powerful nodes in here. So you could actually also get the one with Wither and maybe play this as a chaos damage build as well. You know, there's multiple ways how you could play this. I think Impale honestly is probably the best with Berserker. I don't know, I didn't cook a pub for that, but just kinda seems that it would make sense, right? Because you do a lot of hits with the release as well, so you just permanently stacking the Impales. And Berserker can make use of crit as well with the blitz charges. So I think it could be pretty good with Berserker. Of course, you are not going to be as tank as this character, but at least the clear won't feel as horrible. But yeah, if you want, you can also get these to help with the clear. I was just swapping gems because, you know, I don't really mind. But you can grab these, sacrifice some damage somewhere or something. I don't know. Yeah. What else? What else? Oh yeah. Let's go over the items now. So here you just get some converts, so you can get the 100 converts, so you don't need to worry about the Fizz Reflect, right? In case there's one, and also it's just basically free damage. You don't need reservation from the Circle of Guilt. You can just have double damage mods. That's fine, and you have to suck it. Well, you can suck it if you want Petrified Blood in here, but Discipline gives us more energy shield if we suck at it, because plus 2 levels, right? Herald of Purity in here, and you kinda end up with around 40%, 50% reserve life, which is perfect. The helmet, so I have Molten Shell in here with automation, Enduring Cry, as I've said, with urgent orders, just to kind of make things faster a little bit. No implicits yet, I forgot completely. I bought this helmet and craft on Dex and Int, and actually I have Int on the body as well. If I remove it, I can't equip it. I need to play around with items, so the stats are pretty rough on the build. Relic Ash, Arn, right, good combo. Aiming, because I do deal all elements. Well, I have all damage types of elements, so kind of made sense to go with this. And also fixed my resist, just barely had to use the catalyst. As you can see, I have 81 lightning res. But I don't know, maybe you can figure it out somehow. I actually had to use 1 divine on this as well, so I get max roll. Crafted this body myself, bought it, used wrath essences, and just hoped for a decent amount of energy and armor shield and armor. I did spend a lot of essences before trying to get chaos res as well as lightning, well, any resistance, so I can horticraft, right? And 1 open suffix, but I spent like 5 divines doing that, and I was like, nah, I'm not gonna continue, and I just started spamming wrath essences and took like 50 and got a decent one. Gloves, also crafted myself. Look for a Relicash with a decent chaos res. I spent 2 divines on this Relicash, and well, chaos res 25 right now with the pot 60, so it's like, you know, it's kind of enough for maps. Crafted this as well. Didn't really take that long because I just looked for decent suffixes, spammed some contempt essences, got a decent attack speed and crit multi, so I kept it. Of course, the weapon can always be better, but didn't want to spend that many divines because already this build is underperforming way too much. I started off with 152. Granted, I wasted a bunch of divines, so in total, this build is around maybe 35 divines if you don't waste everything, but you know, you're not gonna find this megalomaniac. You're gonna have to craft it yourself, and I don't know, just it's just a nuisance getting this build together. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to drop a sub so we can continue doing these stupid builds. And yep, that's about it for today. Talk to you in the next one. Bye bye.